This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Oh man,
we got to keep the Marcel love going all day today.
Yes, well you'll see in the studio shot here in just a second, but yes, we are bidding farewell to our good friend Marcel Robinson. His last day is on Saturday. They just on Brent and Austin show today. They spent the last half hour or so regaling with tales of good times with Marcel. We're gonna miss him for sure, but he's and you can see here in the studio the farewell tour. Congrats to Marcel. Marcel, by the way, has been a big part of this Action Sports Jacks 24/7 venture and the department now since 2017. So he's been around for a long time with us and doing a lot of really good work. And you know what? He's done a lot of good work when it comes to soccer as well here in town. From the early days of the Armada when he was still working at CW. And so he did a lot of the behind-the-scenes video work then when a lot of the games were on the CW from a TV standpoint.
I probably still use some of his clips.
You probably use some of the clips and things that he worked on back in the day. And then he went and has trained up and coached up a high school soccer player of his own, his daughter Ariana. So loves the sport.
Playing at JFC as well.
JFC player, that's right. The connections, they're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Well, welcome back, Fleet and Footy. Had to take a week off last week because somebody was feeling unwell.
I was feeling unwell.
You were partying too hard?
I think I just had the Daytona Downs. I was just, sad. We were in Daytona.
Yeah.
And, those long nights at Daytona, I think it just took it out of me, Stuart. I was too excited. That Reddick win, I rewatched the last lap.
Sure.
I turned into a fan that last 30 seconds, Stuart. I don't know what to tell you, but if you do pull up that clip, you can just hear me go, Reddick! And it was,
did you really?
Yeah, it's one of the coolest experiences I've ever had to do. But I turned into a fan right there. I couldn't, I don't even know what happened. It took over me.
I mean, that'll happen. You're a young guy, the energy hits you, you get excited.
There's a crash right there, too, right in front of us.
Yeah, it did happen right there. You were my right-hand man for that one. Sorry, just sending out the tweet. Let the people know we're live.
That's where that beautiful Marcel selfie came from, was Daytona.
Yeah, that was at Daytona for our Road to Victory Lane special. That we had leading into the full day coverage. And, we were able to utilize Big Lou in the coverage last week, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you coming out. And for the fit of the day.
You
had to pay homage.
I had the 23-11 shirt, Michael Jordan's team that has won the last two races
they won
with
two
Tyler Reddick.
Yep.
But I'm a big company man, like you said today. I got the Daytona 500 hat on.
Okay.
And then I got the A-Sun shirt on.
Yeah.
This is
Is something happening with the A-Sun soon in Jacksonville?
Oh, could it be the basketball tournament being hosted right here in the 904? Yes, it is. And you got some great basketball tonight. I think UNF plays tonight on the network. No, we got a stream tonight.
Tonight, yes. Florida Gulf Coast.
There you go.
At UNF.
And then I'll be at JU.
Testing me there.
And the Hatters. Versus
yeah.
The Hatters,
I forget where I was. I think it was just some random gift shop on vacation this past weekend, and they had a ton of Stetson hats.
Oh,
with the actual
Stetson style,
the actual hats for Stetson, which has led to their logo and their mascot being a hat. Sure. So the two Sunshine State matchups tonight.
Yes,
Gulf Coast and Stetson coming to town.
The big ones. It's a battle at the bottom right now.
Yes, but here's the thing.
For all those teams.
Here's the thing with those conference tournaments, and we've seen it in certainly the soccer tournaments in the A-Sun as well. You just get hot at the right time, man. And this one is a little different from soccer. Soccer, there was a cut line, right?
Yes.
Not everybody made it. Basketball, everybody makes it. So get excited for that. Some great college basketball here in town over the coming weeks. And high school basketball, too, by the way, because state semifinals and championships taking place over at UNF Arena.
That is true.
So those games will be tomorrow. The rural classification championships. Unfortunately, our one local team lost in the semifinals, so we don't have either representation in the men's or women's rural championship. I don't like that's a tough word. It's not
rural.
A fun rural. As a kid, the R's and L's together always threw me off. Fun fact. But look at us now. Exactly. All the girls in the world couldn't mess with us now.
He doesn't even stutter when he's on camera now. He's a big news guy.
That's it, my friend.
He's easy now.
That's what we do here. So, How about some soccer? You want to talk some soccer?
Let's talk a little bit of soccer. You know, I like to dip into the history. We actually haven't touched on this game ever.
Yeah, you got the This Week in Armada history, something we like to do from time to time here on the program. What do you got for us from way back when, 11 years ago?
I was shocked there was even footage of this because this is pre-debut.
See the CW logo in the background?
Oh,
what was I just saying? Marcel was working there at the time. All right, what do we got?
You got a preseason game against the Fort Lauderdale Strikers
Okay.
here at the ballpark.
Yeah.
Lucas Scaglia picks up a yellow card in the 16th minute, but right before the stroke of halftime, Sean Nicklaw scores a goal. A couple fun facts about Sean Nicklaw.
Guam National.
Exactly. I knew you would know that.
I remember some things.
35 appearances, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Currently, he is the St. Mary's Gales assistant coach.
Okay. I remember his brother was a big-time player as well. He never played for us, but I do know they played together on that Guam national team.
Yes. He eventually finished out his career at Atlanta United too, but I actually got to see Sean at the tournament in California last year.
Very
so
cool.
Maybe we'll get Sean on the phone on the show. You know, that would be a good one.
Well, not right now.
Well, you know, before college soccer season, maybe.
Saying, don't put that. Don't make people think that's happening right now.
No. But we've got a good caller in today.
We do. Scheduled to join us here in a little bit when we delve into the high school soccer ranks and talk a little bit about that. Still to come. By the way, we do have a fill-in producer today.
Yes.
Hambone's got a game this afternoon in Tallahassee. He had to rush out there. If you don't know, Hamby, in addition to his producing Brett and Austin, being a news producer, he's also an assistant coach at Covenant School of Jacksonville on the baseball rank. So I figured we'd get a baseball connection in Chandler Dantzler. Joining us.
We gotta call the bullpen. I'm here.
That's it, man. Call to the bullpen. I know we do this to Hamby all the time and ask him soccer stuff. Where's your soccer knowledge level at?
This is good.
1 out of 10. I'm probably like a 0.
See, Hamby's entire soccer knowledge was based on playing FIFA 20 years ago.
Yes.
Is that what it was?
10 years ago.
10 years ago? Hey, he's not that old. Yeah. 10 years ago. So 0 out of 10. Huh?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how offsides works.
Okay. Yeah.
I've had a couple people explain it to me. No, I don't watch hockey
either. Yeah. We'll tell you in the break.
All right.
We'll give you a little update on that, certainly. But for now, let's get into a little academy talk and talk about the little boys in blue.
Yes.
What's up with the academy kids?
They're
grinding. They're grinding.
They got the stat sports on. We're collecting the data.
Yeah. Analytics. It's important.
Just played your favorite team. Unfortunately, I was sick for this matchup, but Idea Sport.
Idea Sport. You didn't make it to Idea Sport?
The first ever Armada v Idea Sport match I was not at. So
I'm disappointed.
You're not getting pictures from that. You're getting pictures from practice.
Okay, yeah.
In that matchup, the U17s got a 0-0 draw out there at the House of Mouse. It's at
Wide World of Sports.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then the U16s.
Shout out to the House of Mouse.
Get her done, 2-1 W.
Okay.
Out there in Central Florida.
Like to see it.
This weekend, you got a double doozy, Stuart. It's you got West Florida Flames Saturday and Tampa Bay United Sunday. So finally, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away games in a row, the boys in blue will be returning March 7th back to Jacksonville. So
finally,
we'll get you an update on that. Hopefully, we'll have some Section 904 out there. I'm sure they're missing some Armada soccer as we head in soon to these summer seasons. But yeah, I mean it's a doozy out there.
More news to come on all of that. I know we're waiting.
Yes.
So are we. And we're excited about everything to come. So hopefully we'll have some schedule, some information, all that stuff. As we have said a couple times on this show, when we know, you'll know.
Yes.
So we're excited to bring you that information when we get the chance to, and can really relay all the excited stuff. So we got another college commitment and staying close to home.
Yes, this one's pretty awesome. We love to see these guys stay in Duval County in the 904. Nico Tafour,
who has made an appearance on this show via interview.
He has, and I hate to spoil next week's interview, but it might be him again.
We're on repeats? How many kids we got?
You want me to touch on the local product again, or you can switch it up? We can switch it up if
Maybe
you want.
get a soundbite from him and then the interview with somebody else.
That's fair enough.
You like
that's
that?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Nico Tafur, Colombian central midfielder. He's kind of like a Swiss Army knife in that midfield. You can play him CDM, box to box, or that cam role. Joined us from another rival club in Jacksonville before the start of the season. Was our big U19 pickup and has really been instrumental in their success in the midfield. And looks like UNF took notice, and we'll see him close to home.
Like that. Still haven't fixed the graphic. It's fine.
I didn't. I did it on purpose.
You did it on purpose.
I didn't. This one was to spite you for sure.
Chandler, you're a builder of graphics.
Oh no, is he actually? He's gonna comment on this.
He builds quite a few graphics. When you see committed here, how do you feel about the bold placement when it comes to letters?
Man, I don't know. I don't really like putting committed sideways. I gotta turn my head. Is it spelled right?
It is spelled correctly.
Come on, guys.
I've made a few mistakes, but only putting one T a couple times, so I always look for that.
Well, Hambone, no matter what graphic I have, Hambone's hating. So usually Stuart at least is looking out for something that's wrong. Hambone will just hate. So I'm glad.
I specifically look for things that bother me or errors. Yes. So my problem with this one is I feel like that first T should be bold. So it says like commit in bold, and then Ted. Maybe if his name was Ted. Yeah?
I don't know how many Colombians are named Ted,
but you know, just me ranting and raving about it. So thank you for coming to my TED talk. That's what we did there.
Maybe it's good that Marcel isn't around. There's not two of you guys dropping these jokes.
he does some one-liners as well. Yes, it's dad jokes, man.
Yes.
We're both dads. So you know, we have to do that. Before we get to this Cole Anderson interview, which we'll get to next, it's pretty cool to see so many of these players from the academy getting that chance to move on to the next level, and this is just another one. I mean, they're being showcased, and I mean, they're literally going to things called showcases with college coaches for this exact reason, and it's working.
Yes. You got a JFC one coming up very, very soon, but we go to these tournaments that we talk about, these huge showcases where there's college coaches from all around the nation, and then you have the pro scouts as well there.
Yeah.
So we go to these California, Arizona, Tennessee, Maryland to show off our players and show that they can make it at the next level.
Yeah, the interesting dichotomy that is soccer in the United States. It's so different than anywhere else.
ASUN champs too, UNF in men's soccer.
Yeah, that's right.
Made the call, man.
Almost got out of that first round of the tournament. Oh my goodness. Oh, the last second goal. That was so fun. All right, let's get to that interview now with Cole Anderson as we put Big Lou to work and make him shine the spotlight on these young up and coming soccer stars in our area.
Here with U19's defender Cole Anderson. Cole, congrats on committing to the University of West Florida. What made UWF the right place for you?
For me, I found UWF as the right place for me because I really like their play style, I really like the campus, and I really love the coaching staff there.
How much did your time in the Armada Academy help you prepare during that recruiting process?
It helped me a lot with coaches like Elmar and Tommy, always there to support me and email coaches when I needed the help. It was a ton of help, and I really appreciate it.
This is your second year in the academy, like you just mentioned. How do you feel that you've grown since your first season?
I think I've grown physically. I'm a lot stronger, a lot bigger than I was last year, and I think I've grown as a player and a leader on this team. I think my mentality has changed a lot over the past year.
Well, now you've played under Coach Tommy and Coach Elmar. What have you learned from working with two coaches who bring both different perspectives?
The one thing they do bring in common is your mentality. It's the most important thing when you're playing, always staying mentally strong and ready and active in the game. They both bring different technical aspects of the game, like what they want from you tactically, but overall they're both great coaches and they've helped me a ton.
Well, one of the main goals for this U19 group is to qualify for MLS Next Flex. What will it take for this squad to get there?
It's going to take a lot of hard work at practice, bringing it 100% every day, working together as a team and communicating with each other on and off the field and just being on the same page.
Love that you just said communication. How important is communication in the back line as the pressure ramps up late into the season?
It's the most important thing for our back line. We've been consistent with it throughout the season. We had a lot of clean sheets over the season, and we just want to keep that going. The communication will be vital, as if we're not communicating, we don't know what we're going to do, and if they attack us and we don't communicate, we can't do anything about it.
Well, you're a defender, but if you could score a goal this season, what kind of goal would it be? Like a header, a tap, and maybe last-minute goal?
I'd want to score like a last-minute long shot, just bang it into the upper 90s, and then celebrate with my team after.
Thank you, Cole.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good stuff there from Cole Anderson. And I was just complimenting you during the interview about how I like the way that the shot looked.
Thank you, Stuart. Doesn't happen often with my shooting wise, at least.
I'm just
so I
saying, hey,
appreciate that.
when credit's due. Now, I did also say it's a great job by the phone. Really using technology to make that look better. Because with our standard cameras, it's really hard to match the color of a person standing in the shade versus the bright background of the background. But phones do it much better than any of our, actual cameras do.
Yeah, Cole Anderson was great to interview. Another shout out from last week, but he did commit to the University of West Florida. So, guy staying in North Florida at least,
We don't call it
north of
North.
Florida.
It's literally
the Panhandle.
Literally, West is in the name of the school. It's not North Florida. It's West Florida.
Still in the north.
It's
still in the north.
That's not. No. We're not doing that. We're not calling Pensacola North Florida. I get that.
West Florida? You really want to call it West Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the name of the university.
Sometimes I say West Florida, like I guess Southwest Florida is like Naples.
Yeah.
Tampa.
You throw the South in there.
Okay. Identifying.
Somebody go tell me why USF is in Tampa.
Cardinal directions.
Unbelievable.
That is true.
Yeah. Technically, I don't know what you would call that because West Florida is up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. We do have an ID clinic coming up. You just mentioned it moments ago for a brief bit, but your next chance to get in front of some of the coaches, if you're a 08, 09, 10, or 11, would be Friday, March 13th.
Yes.
These are years they were born, right?
Yes. This is the second edition of our MLS Next ID clinic.
Just doing math. That's basically 15 to 18.
Yes.
Yeah. So that you can play for the U16s, 17s, and 19s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See how we did that?
You can go on the website, jacksonvillearmada.com/MLS Next ID clinics to sign up. There's only one more after this. This is to identify players for next season. So not this season you'll join the squad, but in August of next season, the 26-27 MLS MLS Next season, excuse me. Come on out if you think you got what it takes. Sign up.
You can't do this though.
No, I cannot. No.
Chandler, you could do this. Get you in there.
Chandler's eligible.
I'm 2007.
No, just missed the cut. Dang. Close though. We were close.
That is close.
Had a chance at it.
Jeez. I like when Hambone's back there.
Do you?
Well, now he's a young man. I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, the Wunder kid.
Wow.
What was it? The Wonder Kid in Ted Lasso?
Yes.
When he thought it was kid instead of kind.
Yes.
Funny jokes. Thanks, Ted Lasso. Is that new season out? Are they still filming?
I don't know. I do have Apple TV now because of MLS.
And Formula One?
Yes.
Now you got a 2-for-1 that you can watch
pretty
both of them
good.
on there?
That's pretty good.
I still don't have it. I'll check out the highlights later. I'll do that. Hey, let's take a quick break here.
Yes.
And then we'll talk a little high school soccer coming out of the break. Hope to be joined by a victorious head coach from today. Yeah, we're that up to date, up to the second. Dave Wax, give a wave. You're on the wide shot. There he is. Play a little Pac-Man as the farewell tour continues. Congrats to Marcel. Maybe we have Marcel jump in on the last part of the show today.
Especially the weird soccer story of the week. He would love it.
Oh, I will make that happen. Maybe, if he's available. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I appreciate everyone joining us here on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. We will be right back.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. people helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV. You can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Hey, welcome back to Fleet and Footy. Taking a look at Brooke Bunton.
Yes.
We love that she's rocking the red, white, and blue.
It's always good.
High-level player from Northeast Florida. Of course, played for the Armada women this past year. Was it just this past year?
Yes.
Man. And was outstanding for the ladies of the Armada. And continues to be outstanding. Of course, finished up her freshman year over at SMU. And, representing the red, white, and blue. What match was this in, do you know?
This was her previous call-up.
Okay.
This is a picture from her previous call-up. But she currently is, I believe she would be by now, on her way to Spain to play in the Pinatar Cup in
what now?
San Pedro del Pinatar.
Okay.
And they'll have 2 opponents over there. And I'm sure the Brooke Bunton will shine. Remember, this is the U17s.
Yes.
And she went to school a year early to play with the Stangs at SMU. So.
Yes, graduated an extra year early because, well, she's good.
Yes.
That happens.
Because they need her. You know what I mean? They need her.
Yeah, I mean, step up your level of competition, you know? That's how it works in a lot of sports. That's why you call it U19 or 17 or 16.
Well, we got the gold medal game, hockey won, men's and women's. We got Brooke Bunton now.
Were you locked in for that, by the way?
I was. I was up early for that. I definitely was.
You're going to be up early for the World Baseball Classic? I don't know what time those will be at. But.
Some of them are over here.
Okay.
A lot of them are over here, actually. Miami and, LA, I think, are the 2 American.
Makes sense. You'll be rooting for Team USA in that one?
USA and Cuba.
Cuba's in there, too?
Cuba, yeah.
You have so many random things you cheer for.
You got your Dutch boys in there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what they do. I don't know. Obviously, the Dutch is a very small nation, but a nation that loves sports.
And speed skating.
Don't get me started on how awesome they are in speed skating. I think they finished tied for the 3rd most gold medals in the Winter Games.
That's impressive.
And they're the 57th largest country in the nation, or in the world. Excuse me. Largest country in the nation. By the way, 20 medals total, all 20 of them in speed skating.
That's ridiculous.
Short track and long track.
Yeah.
So really it's 2 different events because, it's 2 different disciplines, sort of. But in short track and long track, 20 total medals. Unreal.
That is unreal.
For a tiny little nation. I
watched figure skating.
Just like skating on the ice, man.
I was watching figure skating.
You think that they'd have some figure skaters.
That would make sense.
You know? I mean,
Maybe-
you're out there on
maybe
the ice.
They don't have
maybe
the grace.
one.
They had the speed.
Maybe
no
one
grace.
person got like distracted and started doing twirls. And they're like, "You go figure skate instead of speed skate for us."
I mean,
Just a thought.
It's a good plan.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw they got to visit the Dutch royal house as well, which was pretty cool. After their wins, they brought all their medals.
It's gotta be a good feeling to have
Yeah.
the medal. After all that work, the medal is different. I feel like 4 years. You got for 4 years for that.
Yeah,
it's a long time.
Yeah, it's like the World Cup, man.
That is true. Excited.
Which I think is that coming up? Is that anywhere near here?
It's coming up. Hopefully, it's gonna happen. So.
Ooh.
Coming around the corner. It really is, though. It's coming up. We got friendlies being played all across the United States prior because some of these teams just want to get used to the climate and the stadiums.
Yeah.
So the World Cup, it's going to be, I think, one of the more interesting ones. Obviously, we do it bigger here in the United States. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes, we will. Here still to come. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for a summer of soccer, certainly here in the U.S. All right, let's talk a little high school soccer, shall we? Of course, coming into the week, we had 3 teams playing this week in the state Final Four down in DeLand.
Yes.
One last week, and St. John's Country Day ladies upset. They got upset in the semifinals. Bit of a shocker there.
It was.
Against a team that had never made it to the semifinals before. So that was last week. And then this week, 3 more teams getting a chance to compete in the state semifinals. And Chandler, if you could pull in the video from Episcopal. I don't know if I told you that was there. Actually, I'm like, wait a second. I just made that happen, so I don't know if he knows. It's in National Source Sports where the other video had been. So the first of those teams was the Episcopal boys team. Of course, we all know Jay Bolt, friend of the program, former Armada player for a day or two.
Come on.
We needed him.
Yes.
We needed him in that U.S. Open Cup run.
And he helped us out a ton when we were at Jane Gross Stadium.
That's
over
right.
there.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, shout out to Andy Kidd as well, the athletic director, who did a lot of the color commentating with me when I did play-by-play on the radio in the early days. So Episcopal, friends of the program without a doubt. Undefeated regular season, make it to the state semifinals. And we do have some video of their state semifinal where they had to go to penalty kicks. And take a look. This is the decider right here. Chandler, you're fast, man. You did some great work there. Look at that. Off the mark from whoever they were playing. This was the state semifinals. There's Jay right there with the players running in there to go celebrate as Episcopal's run continues. And they go and get a state semifinal victory. Just couldn't quite finish the job. They had that one last step and could not get the win as they fall in the state championship game. And unfortunately, Episcopal comes up one win short of making it. And that one was last week. But how about we switch things up and talk about the team that played, a few hours ago. As Bishop Kenny, the girls team, back in the Final Four for a second straight year. And joining us is head coach Nathan Gavin. And coach, we popped up a graphic here of you standing still in front of your logo because you guys are on the bus, so we don't know how the reception's going to be. But coach, tell me about this morning and how things went for the ladies. You guys go and get a 3-2 win over Barron Collier in the state semifinals.
Yeah, it was. It's been a little crazy actually. We came down yesterday actually, and had a lot of good time together as a team, and I think just got in a good mental, headspace, and did some team bonding stuff, and let the girls just express, how they felt about each other and the support that they gave each other throughout the year, and I just had a really good feeling going into the game today, just based on, how we were interacting with each other yesterday. Got up, had breakfast, good morning, and then got over and we're just instantly focused on the game and just learning a lot from last year. In that trip, this was a business trip this time, and we treated it like that. And yeah, as far as the game goes, I thought we had a good start to the game, possessed the ball well, moved it around, created chances, and, got caught on a counter early and went down 1-0. And that's just been like their resolve. And we scored maybe 15 or 20 seconds after we gave up the first goal. So the response was instant, and we're able to get the second and the third. And then it got kind of crazy at the end. Just some questionable refereeing, in my opinion, and allowed them to get a second goal and kind of get back into it. And anytime it's a 1-goal game and everything's on the line, it gets chaotic, and we're able to just kind of withstand that and celebrate at the end.
Yeah, we're actually watching that celebration right now. That was posted on social media. Of course, the final whistle, and then getting to advance the logo on the bracket. That's the new thing, by the way, for the kids. That wasn't a thing a few years ago, but now it's their favorite thing to do. This slap that sticker on the board and advance your team in a tournament. So your ladies were able to do that. I did want to ask you. You kind of touched on the fact that you guys are pulling from last year's tournament when it comes to that experience. You guys made it to the state semifinals last year. How much can you pull from that? I mean, I know there's always roster turnover. That's always part of it. But how much of this team was there last year and really kind of set that foundation for this year?
Yeah, I think a good portion of, we have, I would say, out of the 25-player roster, we have probably at least 15 to 16 girls that made that trip down to Auburndale last year. And I think everything from the logistics, leading up to the game, I think the mindset just going down there, last year we thought an achievable goal was to get to the Final Four, and this year, we had our mindset on going further. But yeah, the size of the field, the difference in the game times, playing at night versus the day, the temperature, there's just so much different when you get to this that, changes from your 7 p.m. Weeknight soccer game. So I think we learned a lot from that, and we're able to pull from that, and then just the mental side of things, and really being hungry to go further. I think that was the difference this year.
Yeah, I don't know how well I would do with 10 a.m. starts.
Yeah.
Coach, you guys have been building towards this moment, trying to get back to that semifinal. What stands out most to you about your journey this time compared to last time?
Well, this year, I think, obviously we have, we have some instant contributors in the freshman class that have made an impact, from day one. I think you look at the leadership from our seniors, and I touched on this last week. It's not just everybody can look at, Stella, Kate, and Anna, and Olivia, and what they bring as far as leadership and their play on the field, but even some of the seniors, that maybe don't get to contribute as much on the field, what they're bringing to the group, whether it's from the sideline or on the bus or in practice or in film, so I think it's just a collective group, and they know what they can accomplish, and they're set to go after it.
Well, it's hard not to ask a question about Stella Jones when you mentioned Stella Jones on the Jacksonville Armada show. Stella came up with 2 huge goals in this game. What makes her such a difference maker in games like this? And is there something that you see when she comes back from the summer of playing with the Armada that she instills in her team?
Yeah, I think I think it's really mindset. There's tons of good players in girls soccer in the state of Florida and Jacksonville and all over the country. But I think the difference is just the mindset, the desire, and then really just her teammates feeding off of that, it's contagious. It's even contagious to the coaches. So while obviously she's a talented player, I think just her mindset and desire to be great is what just rubs off on her team, and it makes everybody just want to play harder.
So Lewis asked you about one player. I'll ask you about another one with a pretty cool story, and that's Shay Donovan. For those who don't know, Shay Donovan has the double in her sights. She's got a chance to go win 2 state championships over these coming weeks because she also plays for the Bishop Kenny girls basketball team. How crazy has that schedule been to kind of put together with the coaching staff for girls basketball? They obviously have a regional final coming up tomorrow and then another soccer game the day after. What's that been like this year with a super talented multi-sport athlete like that?
Well, it's been fun for sure. We've kind of, early on before the season started, we accepted the fact that like basketball was her priority at Bishop Kenny, and as a coaching staff, like we were, determined to support her in basketball and make sure that the coach felt like we were supporting him in his program and we weren't going to take away from that. And so it was 100% basketball for her. And then whenever, she could contribute for us, we knew she had to hit the 10-game minimum for high school athletics to be eligible for the playoffs. So we just kind of mapped that out and what it looked like kind of early on. And so, yeah, just a lot of logistics and scheduling and a lot of sacrifice, from Shay during this time. But she's handled it well. And, we've gone to some of her basketball games, and her basketball team has come to some of our games. And so I feel like we're all just rooting for each other and, pulling for her. So it's been fun.
Yeah, Shay, by the way, averaging 7.3 points per game as a freshman on the basketball team as well. And hey, I think the schedule probably worked out as well as it possibly could, with a semifinal on a Thursday, basketball game on a Friday, and now an early championship game coming up on Saturday as well. You mentioned to me that you guys stuck around for the first half of the other semifinal. I know we don't know who's going to win that one just yet. I think it is still going on. But any initial impressions from what you saw in the second semifinal going on?
Both good teams. I've watched film on both of them kind of throughout the year, and I've tried to, when we build our schedule, you always try to get a couple games, like looking ahead on possible opponents in this round, like in the playoffs, so that we can have a couple games to kind of prepare how we would possibly play each one of them. But I think at this stage, you see how they play throughout the year. But when you get into these games in the state finals and semifinals, I feel like some of that kind of goes out the window. And so yeah, we'll be prepared either way, and put our best foot forward and and see what happens.
Well, before we let you go, Coach, we'll get another honk in for sure.
As a reminder, they are driving back to Jacksonville on the bus after a victorious 3-2 win in the state semifinal. We love it. We love the background.
We had
honk.
Beachside women's head coach Ron Messick on a couple weeks ago, and we talked to him about when maybe he was going to hang up the boots ever in his coaching. We just saw Matt Tracy retire with the Bulls School. Do you see yourself coaching women's soccer until the wheels fall off, or do you kind of have a time frame for that?
Yeah, I think I have a time frame, like, what that time frame is, I don't know, but I'll do it until I enjoy it. My wife tells me that I need to be home in the evenings and on the weekends.
That's usually how those conversations go. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Coach, a big congratulations on the victory here this morning. 3-2 win in the semifinals for Bishop Kenny. You will play again Saturday morning at 10 a.m., and we will certainly be watching and rooting on the Lady Crusaders as they go for a state title. So congrats and good luck in the next one, Coach.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us here on Fleet and Footy. That is Nathan Gavin, the head coach of Bishop Kenny. So we got another team getting a chance to play for a state championship down in DeLand. He mentioned Auburndale. Classes 1 to 3 are in Auburndale. 4 to 7 are in DeLand. So you get a little bit of both.
That's creeping me out over here.
He's in for the next block. You're fine. Just let him slide in here, old Marcel Robinson. But before we bring in Marcel, we do have two other teams to talk about when it comes to high school soccer. The first of which is the Mandarin Mustangs. And, it looked like it was going to happen. It looked like we were so pumped up and excited. Of course, Mandarin going for a state championship. The boys team, they made it all the way to the state championship game and come up just short. Gave up a goal with about 11 minutes to go, falling 3-2 against Sun Lake. They had won in the semifinals in another thrilling matchup. Here you see Mandarin jumping out to a lead, 1-0. Mandarin in the black here. Then early second half. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
What a banger!
Oh, wow.
That's the championship moment. I was hoping that would have been the championship moment. You see the celebration going on. Put them up 2-1. Just could not hang on from there. Sun Lake would shortly thereafter equalize. Sun Lake, by the way, got 2 red cards in that second half.
Oh my goodness.
One, I think the first one happened right before they scored the equalizer, and then they scored again down a man, and then got another red card to end it. So Mandarin comes up short, but another fantastic season from coaching the Mustangs over there. We got one more, by the way. One more local team still to take the field as the Beachside Barracudas, the boys team, hits the field. That's coming up tomorrow afternoon, a 4 o'clocker in the 5A ranks. They'll take on River Ridge from Newport Richey.
There you go.
So we'll be rooting on Beachside. And
Is that West Florida?
In Newport Richey? No, I don't think it is.
East Florida.
Nice try. Nice try.
Here we go. Kind of.
I see what you're trying to do over here. Trying to be a nuisance. It's fine. It's fine. It is okay. All right, so that's your high school soccer roundup. Covered just about everybody there that made this great run. And as mentioned, St. John's Country Day also to the state semifinals on the girls' side. All right, let's take a quick break here, Chandler. And then we'll bring in Marcel Robinson to finish out the show. Of course, we got the Weird Soccer Story of the Week coming up. And we got a lot of other stuff to get to. Jam-packed final segment coming up here on Fleet and Footy. Stay with us on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home. Headed on, here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks, just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campion cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by a live credit union.
What we got here? I think we recognize that fresh face.
I don't know if we recognize that one. That's a very fresh face right there. Number 10, Tommy Krasanovic getting inducted into the Jacksonville University Dolphins Hall of Fame. You know those guys too?
Yeah, I recognize those people.
Just had Pat Canner on the show recently. But Tommy K getting honored at his alumni.
Look how skinny he was. College Tommy.
That's a great jersey too. Come on.
Just a simple. It's just a white with the number.
Yeah, but it's throwback.
It's very basic. Very basic. By the way, we'll get into some jerseys here in just a second on the show. As we welcome in a third guest to the show. We're bringing you in early. You know, we got you in here, so we might as well get at Marcel A.S. Jacks on the show.
I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before.
I know you haven't been on Fleet and Footy.
When will the handle change?
I don't know.
Will the handle change?
I don't know. Maybe
Fun fact. Marcel's predecessor is still at Drew A.S. Jacks on X.
That's true.
He never changed it.
That's true. That was because of the verification thing, right?
I think it's because because the check mark, we had them as, members of the media before it became a paid thing that people just get now so that they can stream things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's still at Drew A.S. Jacks. That's still his thing. Although I don't know, because you have other accounts too, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
On Instagram, I know you do. Yeah, but in Instagram, it's always been Marcel.tv.
For the vast majority of the time, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't changed that one. No. All right, we'll get you involved here because I know you'll want to talk about jerseys and your favorite jerseys. Man of fashion that you are, other than that ugly shirt you're wearing.
I actually wore this just for you.
Did you? I like the microphones blocking it. That makes me happy. All right, let's run through the Champions League. The champions. Lou, we got the first knockout round complete.
Yes.
We are. What are we down to?
The round
16.
of 16.
Yeah.
Lots of scores.
Okay.
Rolling in
Well,
from
what were
Europe.
your big takeaways from this opening round of the knockout stages?
My big takeaways are my boys from the Arctic Circle, Bodo Glimt. They get it done over Inter Milan.
Yeah.
They win 2-1 away in San Siro, aggregate 5-2, and I think that's honestly the biggest result of the night. You got PSG and Monaco drawing 2-2. Monaco with a red card late to give PSG an extra goal. Benfica Real Madrid was a really good game. Was tied up 1-1.
That was the one we were excited about.
Yes.
Based on the way that one finished up. Here's the graphic from it. Didn't quite get it done.
Those are the big shockers. You got Juventus Galatasaray almost went way of the Turkish club.
Okay.
Juventus just pouring on the goals late to. Actually no. Galatasaray, upset Juventus. It was the other way around.
Went the other way.
Yes, Galatasaray scored.
I remember
later.
when I was when I went to Istanbul, I tried to see if there was a match going on, but the big clubs were on the road, and it was just like one random small one, and I didn't end up going.
The Turkish fan base is amazing, all for their club teams and their international teams. So take a look at some of the scores. Here's the man Hogg, who
Hogg?
Yeah, I believe he's rumored right now to go to
Hauge.
MLS and a couple different other championship clubs.
This guy straight out of a Rocky movie.
I was going to say he looks exactly like who?
Drago.
There you go.
Ivan Drago. Yeah.
Sorloth scores the hat trick.
Sorloth is his name, huh? All right.
Of course it is.
The team from Azerbaijan, Qarabag, cannot get it done.
Yeah, that'll
9-3 aggregate.
9-3. That means
tough.
the other one was 6-1. Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a tough hole to overcome.
No, boring.
They just played it out.
Yeah, that was it. German team's trying to get it done.
Yeah. Sorry, gang.
It's a tough watch.
All right, so moving on. we don't know who's up next because the draw is tomorrow.
But we do know the teams.
Yes.
If we want to pull up that team graphic, because not all those teams. I guess there's 8 more teams that we're waiting in the wings for this round of 16.
Yeah. That's good math.
And
eight teams won over this week, and then 8 teams were waiting the top 8 seeds.
That math is mathing.
The math is mathing.
And those teams that did not play finished top 8 in the group stages. So you've got Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Spurs, Barcelona, Chelsea, Sporting Portugal, excuse me, and Manchester City.
We know these teams. These are familiar brands.
These are.
Can confirm.
Big brands.
Yes.
All right, so we'll see how that all turns out tomorrow. Here's a look at what could happen.
This is
as we move on
this
to
is the North American Champions
League.
League.
The North American Champions League.
But this is good. It happened just recently. You've got I think my favorite is LAFC in this side of the bracket.
Okay, I like it. Do we have the other side of the bracket? We might as well.
Yeah, it's pick 4.
Yeah, sorry, Chandler. You dug this hole for yourself. You're welcome. That'll happen. It will happen. Well, here's the thing, and Chandler is basically playing into the argument I've had. There's too many things called the Champions League.
There is.
There's too many champion leagues.
I do agree with that.
My
100%.
goodness. By the way, you could have just made this one graphic.
They have it split. I didn't. Stuart, what do you want me to do here?
MS Paint. What do you mean? What do I want you to do?
MS Paint.
Copy paste 2 halves and make it 1.
2 halves make a whole.
Because look, when he switches from this graphic to the other one,
I understand. Whoa!
Hey!
There you go. Wow!
that.
Hambo's never even done that.
That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying?
And then on the other side, I've got Inter Miami or Club America coming out of that right-hand side.
Okay.
So whoever wins that matchup, I believe Inter Miami and Club America are going to play each other in quarterfinals.
Okay. Is there like a cold matchup in there? Is that a thing, or did that just
that
happen?
already happened?
Was it cold?
Our friend of the show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too many Armada old guys that I've been thinking about today.
No.
I was gonna say Sean Nicola. Drew Becky.
Yeah, there you go.
Played assistant.
Worried about
was assistant head coach for Ottawa in that matchup versus Nashville. Unfortunately, the CPL team does not get it done. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. See, and I like that he tries to
Hire
fix
Chandler.
it. It's still
Maybe
up by a
instead
tiny
of,
bit. You know,
Hamba.
we're working. We're working. Yeah.
That's quality control. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Look, this guy knows the standard.
He noticed the same thing I noticed, and he said, "You know what? That's not good enough."
Yep, I know.
I like that.
I know. All right, let's move off of the hard work he's done to stitch these 2 images together that Luke could have done in advance.
Earlier, I definitely could have done that.
Easily could have done it in advance, but he didn't. MLS Next Pro is back. Are you excited?
It's back. I am excited because there is a new independent team joining the fray, that being Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut's there.
They go and they play FC Cincinnati. I believe they're playing a couple of their first matches on the road.
Okay.
But you got Crown Legacy with some Armada ties, obviously, with Micah Thomas. Inter Miami opens up the season in Fort Lauderdale versus Chicago. And
that's that graphic there on the left. We got your schedule there for MLS Next Pro. And then on the right, Marcel, it's time for you to weigh in. We're looking at the jerseys of the MLS teams.
There's some choices here.
And I got to say, I'm happy that it's not just white and black, you know? Because for so long, there was just this thing where it was just like these toned down, terrible, no color, just basic jerseys.
Yep.
And it looks like we got some
winners here.
We got some winners here. What sticks out to you here in this MLS jersey pick?
I mean, obviously the shout out to Target, right? That was
easy to identify.
You know what I mean? Right there.
Always easy, and they've been affiliated with Minnesota United for some time now.
Yes. Sure. Yep. There's a few on here. I gotta say, I went straight to.
Point it out.
I couldn't tell that this one right here.
Real Salt Lake.
That took me. It's got like the FC Barcelona vibe a little bit.
That's
right?
exactly what they're trying to go for.
Yep.
I don't know if I like that though.
Ooh.
I don't know if I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's already a brand that you kind of trying to,
What's that gold one down there with Purina on it?
Oh, that's my least favorite one of the entire collection.
It doesn't look very good.
It looks dirty.
It has the cat food on it, and then you go with like the with that color.
Who is that? What is that?
That's St. Louis City SC.
Okay, well that's a bad decision.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm feeling that one.
Orlando with a yellow jersey,
Which is
instead of their. I mean, you got purple piping, but
yeah. I do like the tie-dye jersey, which is Grateful Dead inspired.
Okay.
That's San Jose.
Okay. Yeah.
I also enjoy the DirecTV one. That's San Diego. People compare that to traffic in San Diego, what it looks like on the map.
a lot of red and Yeah. Okay. I see that.
You know I'm going to get that Black Inter Miami kit. It is very plain.
Very
It's
plain.
Very plain. It made like that on purpose, I'm sure, so people can replicate it.
Yeah, but I feel like you got to
replicate. What do you mean replicate it?
Stuart, that's like one of the best-selling jerseys in the entire world. Like people, cheaply replicate them and they sell them, and that's what a lot of people buy.
You think the team did that on purpose?
Totally.
I would make a very hard one to replicate to make it. So you have to
want
buy.
The brand.
You want to buy the real
but
deal.
you want the brand.
The brand's out there. Shout out to Royal Caribbean.
I'm with you on the DirecTV vibe over here. I'm feeling that a little bit.
All right. I actually like the one next to Orlando, the BMO one.
Oh,
like
Montreal.
That white and blue snowy Montreal look.
Wow.
It's pretty sharp. That and Austin. I like Austin up there, top left as well.
Yeti.
The Yeti.
That Atlanta one's inspired by the '96 Olympics. In the top right, second to the right.
Okay.
Right. I think it's interesting.
Okay.
For a Hambone show.
What's the Yeti one inspired by? I know I've seen this kit before on someone else.
Green is tough.
Yeah,
maybe not the color.
It's kind of Argentina-ish with the light blue.
Yeah.
Instead, it's light green.
I got you. That's what it was.
That's probably what you were thinking.
I think that's what it was.
All right. Well, I just like that we got some variety. I know they're all Adidas,
Looks
so
good.
they're all the
I
same.
think it looks good.
I'm with all of them except for the FC Barcelona ripoff.
All right. I like it.
Can't do that.
I like the way you think. All right, Marcel. Before we get to our weird soccer story of the week, you got a weird soccer story of the week you can tell in a week, in a minute? You got a minute?
I do.
All right, hit
I
it.
do. It actually just happened this past week in my daughter's soccer game. So she was helping out in goal. Doesn't normally play in goal. So naturally, I was gravitating to that side of the field. She typically plays forward. So other team possesses the ball, goes on a run. But during this particular point in the day, like a flock of geese, they kind of like migrated their way over like to our field. And so
synergy. Go on.
To our team's credit, we were keeping the ball, on the attacking side of the field.
Sure.
So there wasn't much action over there. So the geese start kind of congregating on the field. They're taking up like a third of the back end of the field.
That'll happen. Yeah.
So then the other team goes on a run. The girl's dribbling down the left side. She's dribbling with her head down, which is important. This is a rule, kids. Don't dribble with your head down.
It's a rule.
She's dribbling down the sideline. She looks up when she gets like to the 18-yard box, and there are like 30 geese. And she's dribbling into them and has no idea. She looks up and sees the birds, and she's like, "Go away, fly!" Freezes. The run is over.
Oh, my goodness.
No danger. Would have been 1v1. Turned into 1v31.
Well, it would be a lot. My goodness. That's awesome. Before we get to the weird soccer story of the week, which actually kind of lines up with your story, American Heritage got the win in the other semifinal, so that is who Bishop Kenny will face for a little breakfast ball, 10 a.m. Saturday for the state title. All right, how about our weird soccer story of the week? And for that, we got some video. It's going around on the internet because
oh
no. Oh no! So little Duder's got the legs up.
Did he get him back?
Here comes the player comes in to perform CPR.
Did he get him back?
This is not AI. This real.
Was real. First thing, so I sent this one to Lou, and they actually did this on Brett and Austin the other day. That's how mainstream it is for a weird soccer story of the week. I went, I checked the Grok. Look, he's got the little footskis moving. Come on, brother. And so I had to look on Grok to see is this real? Is this not AI? And it looks real, right? You got everybody there. This was in Turkey, right?
Yeah, this happened in the 22nd minute of an Istanbul Yurdimspor game. The goalkeeper Mohamed Yannick hit the ball across his penalty area.
Come on, big dog.
Hit that bird, and the team captain ended up reviving the bird, Ghani Katan.
Atta baby.
He ended up reviving it and then giving it back to the medical staff. I guess the moral of the story is that the bird's wing was injured, and that's the reason why he was kind of limping around.
By the way, this video, 1,000% thought, where's this bird going as he's taking it to the sideline? Where are they pointing? No, don't throw him in there. Okay, good. They gave it to the better. I 1,000% thought.
Wow.
I thought we were in trouble. There.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness. So that
the birds, man,
is a weird soccer story of the week. Marcel, thank you for jumping in here on the farewell tour.
Yes,
absolutely.
Of course, your last day on Saturday, but you know what? We can have you call in on Fleet Footy in the future.
Come on, man.
Love that.
If you got some more great soccer stories.
Talk a little ball.
If your daughter's back in goal again, I'd love to see that.
Who's cleaning all this up, by the way? I'm not doing it.
I think they said they're going to take care of it on Sunday, so I think that rules me out.
Yeah, I'm off too. All right. And we're off. That's going to do it for this edition of Fleet and Footy. As always, Big Lou. Thank you, Marcel. And Chandler, great job. Great job as the fill-in.
Yes.
Always appreciate good help around these parts. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week on Fleet and Footy.
Ancla dorada. The official bear of George Jacksonville Armada.